Saturday morning cartoons. That was a Gen X thing. All the woulda, coulda, shouldas, right? All right. Sorry about that. Thank you for your patience. I am just shutting off the fan. Damn, it's chilly. Uh, huh. Oh, there it is. I misplaced my thermometer. So that's what it claims it is in here. Oh, sorry. Wow. So does my hat look crooked? It feels like it's on stripe, but when I look in the monitor, it looks like it's crooked. I have no idea. I think I prefer it like this. I like it both ways. It's good. It's good either way. All right. Damn, that's getting bright. Right? Yeah, we just need. All right, there we go. All right. So, I think my plan for the immediate future is I'm going to smoke this. And then I'm going to clean my bong. And then I'm going to smoke some more. And then I'm going to draw. So I was in a drawing mood yesterday. And I made this silly little comic. But I've got some ideas. And it's terrible. Oh god. But it was an idea I had while smoking Sicilian grapes yesterday. And I wanted to do something drawing related. I was in the mood to draw. So I was like, let me just see what happens, right? So I started drawing this little stick figure. And I started to say, oh, you know what? He's got to be saying something. And then in the third panel, he's going to be all high and mighty about it. And then the idea of a bear hit me. Now, I'm a huge fan of Yogi Bear, right? I grew up on that shit. But I don't want him to be Yogi. This is a different the boxes are actually a template in Krita, and that's what gave me the idea really to do this in the first place. The fact that I had a template that I could use. Yeah, it's silly, you know. That took me probably 6 hours to make. If I spent a week on it, could I, you know what I mean? If I spent an entire week on it, could I draw them better? I think maybe I could. So that's what I'm going to try and do today. I'm going to try and draw a bear, a cartoon bear. The Chill Bruin Baronard. I like that title. I like to use alliteration, so when I can use it, I like it, right? It just, I don't know. Oh, that's lit. Okay. Oh, that's blocking me. Why is it blocking me? Presenting. That's the video game. Should be behind everything, right? I think. And then the MS Photos. No, wait a minute. I just want my cameras on top. That's what I want. No. That's right. That's right. the desktop goes in the very back. I think. Oh, did I just mess up my stuff? I don't even know what I'm doing. I messed it up on my end. Huh. Yeah, so I had these in a very specific order, and I just messed up the order because I forgot. uh, yeah, okay, let's see what I can do here. It's very hard to get these boxes lined up. They don't really tell you when they're aligned with each other. Do you know what I mean? They should, right? They snap to every other direction. I just feel like it should work. Yeah. Yeah. Now where's my... Oh boy. Alright. I'm never gonna get this right. Oh, that looks terrible. Okay. I fucked up. Oh well. It is what it is, right? When you fuck up, all you can do is hope for the best. Okay, yeah. So the monitors are throwing off heat and it's going up. If I put it back on the floor, it'll go back down. It's not actually on the floor. It's on my my pedal stand. Boy. I feel like I want to go back to bed. You know what I mean? It's just one of those days. Oh, my blankets were so warm this morning. Getting out of bed was hard. But I made it. I made it. This is silly, right? I'm gonna get rid of this. But you know, I had fun making it. I tried to figure out a process, right? What I did was I drew the little stick figure and then I copied it to all 6 panels and then I changed the facial expressions, which I guess is okay, right? Yeah. I had a background in mind for each of the panels, but I couldn't figure out the contrast, right? The background, I don't know. I did something, so I made this very subtle coloring in the back, and that looks okay. You know, adds a little bit of color, a little bit of depth, a little bit of detail, you know. But there's a lot of skill that goes into making something like this, right? And it's not even the artwork. We're talking about like arranging it. Like I learned that if I don't outline, if I don't do the inking properly, the inking stage, the coloring stage is much more difficult. Yeah. So I really need to figure out, I need to like draw all the panels. And once I've got them looking the way I want to, I need to do another layer of really hard. And I need to figure out the brushes in Krita because they're all set by default to have some sort of gradient transparency to them. And it didn't do the things that I was expecting to do. So I have to start messing around with the tools, which is another skill, right? Learning the software and understanding the concepts that the software will implement. The standard, I mean, Krita says that this is a standard format, and I checked and I found that there are different formats for placing the title and the copyright. And so I just did like the simplest one, and I think it came out, it looks nice. The drawings aren't nice, but it's laid out nice, it's formatted nice, right? I want a different font for the text, the dialogue, so I have to go look for some fonts on Google Fonts or something. Boy, installing fonts is so easy now. I remember when you used to have to install a font into every single software package, and the font had to be compatible with the software first or you couldn't use it. Oh my god, now you download a TTF file, double click it or right click it and choose install, and it's done. It just shows up everywhere. That is amazing. You have no idea how difficult it was to get fonts to work back in the 90s. Really. I mean, you had a word processor and it had fonts, and those were the fonts you used, right? You couldn't just go out and download fonts somewhere and use them. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You whippersnappers got it easy. We used to have to install fonts both ways, uphill in the snow. You can skateboard on my lawn, though. I don't give a fuck. Skateboard on the lawn. I don't care. And if you mow the lawn, I'll give you $20. Okay. Oh, a skateboard lawnmower. What do you think? Would that work? Would people buy that? Would people die from that? Probably. Well, what a bad idea, huh? A lawnmower skateboard, a skateboard lawnmower. That would be fucking rad, though, right? Riding a lawnmower like a skateboard and steering it and jumping over the rocks and skateboarding on the lawn. Yeah. And the commercial can be, right? The old guy screaming at the kids, "You kids with your skateboards, get on my lawn." Whew. What? It's new skateboard lawnmower. It'll be the new generation's version of lawn darts, right? We had lawn darts when we were kids. It would be like that, right? The most dangerous thing you could possibly put in the hands of kids, right? Lawn darts. Lawn darts. If you played with lawn darts, you might be a boomer or a Gen X, right? Sorry, it has nothing to do with generation. If you played with lawn darts, you grew up in the 70s, right? Right? Did they have lawn darts in the 60s? I think they did. The 70s, if you think about it, right? The 70s was like the 60s part 2. 70s was definitely a sequel to the 60s, right? You look at fashion, technology, the movies, and so much of it was just an extension of the 1960s. Boy, the 1960s changed everything, didn't it? Everything changed. Music changed. Musical instruments changed. TV was standard, right? You had to have a TV in your house. Huh. And boy, were people pissed off when they came out with color TV. My dad used to go off about that. He used to say shit like, like, oh, color TVs. We bought the black and white TVs and now we have to buy color, right? It's the same shit today, right? Oh, I just bought a 1080p TV. Now I gotta buy a 4K TV? What the hell? I just bought a 4K TV. Now I gotta buy an 8K TV? What the fuck? Yeah. So I am leaving this up a little bit. I'm thinking it, trying to get some inspiration. I had an idea for so obviously this bear smokes weed, right? So there's some comic opportunity there, I think, because where's he getting it from, right? Who is this bear? Where does he live, right? If he lives in a federal park, he can't smoke weed, right? So he can't live in a federal park. Where can he live? Upper Montana, right? The Canadian, what are they? It's not the Canadian outback, it's the Australian outback. The Canadian, what do they call the wilderness up there? It's like the Rocky Mountains, the woods, I forget. I thought there was a name for that region. Saskatchewan or something, I think is where it is. I have no idea. I don't know any place in Canada. I know where Toronto is. I know where Niagara Falls is. Oh, dude, I think it's a Marriott hotel. There's a hotel all the way at the end of the strip on the Canadian side. Get a falls facing room there in that hotel. On the Canadian side, it is beautiful. It is fucking beautiful. You'll just sit in the window all night long. Or, I mean, we did. We went we went up for New Year's Eve. So we were out, but then when we were in, we were in. Do you know what I mean? It was freezing outside. And yeah, Niagara Falls. I love Niagara Falls. I love it there. If I were a millionaire, if I were a billionaire, I would live in that hotel on Niagara Falls. That would be so cool. Have lunch at the Sky Lawn every day. Yeah, it's It's nice up there. Oh, shit. What the fuck was that? Ah. Oh, something just fell in my eye. Maybe it was smoke. It might have been smoke. That hasn't happened with joints. Back in the 90s, I smoked cigarettes. Yeah, and if you got cigarette smoke in your face, it burned, right? What the fuck was in that smoke? Because this doesn't burn; it goes in my eye. I think this was this is an eyelash or something. Um, it's not smoke. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm stoned. I'm fucking baked, man. You know. How are you? Are you baked? I hope you're baked. I hope you're feeling creative. I hope you have a wonder for the universe. Because the universe is a wonder. Where did we come from? The universe could be a temporal causality loop. Maybe that's what it is. At this point, there is no beginning or end, so maybe it really is infinite, temporal causality loop. And then it just replays. We go through it all over again. That would be a weird thought, right? Like that episode of Star Trek where the ship kept blowing up. That was a very short bubble, right? That was a few days. Can you imagine being a causality loop for a trillion years? You would never know. You would never know. So it could be, right? And the universe just keeps repeating over and over again. I mean, why not? It might as well, right? Who's to say? Who's to say I haven't done this a million times, right? Wow. Yeah. Two Sicilian grapes will get you there. But will it bring you back? And what will come back with you? I keep doing that, don't I? I cannot be contained in a 4x3 box. I need a 16x9 box. Right? No. I don't know. Why does it do that? Okay. So a bear nose is like an upside down guitar pick. And they have round ears, not pointy ears like Vulcans. Okay. Yogi Bear is the most famous. Oh, Winnie the Pooh is the most famous. Okay, yep, I get that. God. Yep, there's Yogi. I was definitely thinking of Yogi, wasn't I? The necktie and the... Huh, that's weird. Okay. Well, there he is. Huh. Yeah. My bear is gonna be scruffy. Maybe he should have a goatee like this, too. Maybe he should wear a slouch hat like this. And maybe he should smoke joints like this. Like this. Ah. I'm gonna have to go take care of that eventually. Ah, fuck. All right. Now go puss. What? There is a Yogi Bear Park in Carver, Massachusetts. Yogi Bear's Jellystone Park. There's also a Jellystone Park campground in... Where is that? Is that New York? Yeah, it's New York State. I had no idea. Oh my God, I had no idea that there were little Jellystone parks all over the Northeast. Oh my God, even in Nova Scotia. And you flew your Learjet up to Nova Scotia to see a total eclipse of the sun. Best lyric ever. And you flew your Learjet up to Nova Scotia. Alright. I'll probably get a copyright strike for that. Thanks, Carly. Alright, what do I got here? What do I got here? I don't want to play warships. Return to I don't remember. I don't remember where I am on those. I have... Oh, War Robots has an update. Alright, I'll update that. I don't know. What do you want to do? I'm gonna draw a bear. I don't know how to draw a bear. How do I want this bear to look? I mean, I could just take inspiration from what I have already drawn, which is not a lot, right? So he's got like a green slouch hat. Yogi had one. I might have to change that because he can't look like Yogi. I really dig the tie though. You know. So he's got a long pointy nose and a big nose. So that's what I know about him, right? So how do I do this in Krita? I gotta open Krita. Krita. There. Oh yeah, let's open up the project so you can see the mess I made. So that's where all the dialogue is. That's an empty one. I thought the dialogue would go there, but it didn't work that way. Krita puts all of your dialogue into a vector layer, which is cool. That's good. That's good. Yeah. So I've got 6 panels of the man, 2 panels of the bear. My coloring is all over the place. I just colored in whatever panel was highlighted, which is not something I want to do. Yeah. And that's actually just one drawing. I copy and pasted it and changed the eyebrows, right? And it makes such a difference. And then I colored them in differently so they look different. Yeah. The frames. It's just, That's interesting. It didn't save. See how they're all outside? Huh. Why didn't it save? That's weird, right? Am I in the wrong one? Let's see. No, that's the right one. No, look. See, yeah, look. Okay. That was weird, right? That was weird. I don't know what I opened. But that looks, oh, that looks terrible. Yeah, okay, that's what I did wrong. Frames needs to be on the top, right? That's what I did wrong. Okay, yep, frames needs to be on top. Yep. Wow, okay. So I just learned something. Yeah. Oh yeah, the backgrounds that I was gonna use. I mean, it's terrible. But yeah, but you see like so yeah, the way I drew this was wrong. I think I need to draw them on white, not transparency, because then the background doesn't bleed through. Oh, but if they're not on transparency, then I can't put a background into the panel, right? Because if I draw them all on white, I have to cut them out and then add transparency, and that's a mess. So what's the answer? Maybe that's what I do need to do. Maybe I need to draw them on white and then cut the characters out of the white. That's what I have to do. Draw the characters on white background. Then I have to cut them and put them into a transparent background, or just change the white to transparency. Then I've got all of my characters filled in properly, and I can copy them out into panels. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. And then I could do some crappy little background like that. But yeah, so that's my little thing. Plus I'm learning Krita. I'm more used to using GIMP. I think Krita is set up more for drawing than GIMP is. GIMP is more about working and manipulating and GIMP is work. Krita is play. No, that's a blanket statement that isn't true, but you know, you get my gist, right? All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to. Do you want to save it? Yes. That's what it was. Okay, I have an old project here that forget. My old one of my doodles when I was first trying to figure it out. So if I do a new image, right? It's a manga template. That's not showing up, is it? Hold on. Okay. Apps. Krita. Oh, did I just ruin it? Damn it. Okay, there we go. Oh, wow, yeah. So menus don't get captured, and I don't know why. So that's really weird, right? So while I'm poking around dialogues and stuff, you can't see it. Yeah, you can see it be highlighted, but it doesn't. Huh. Yeah, this is too bad that OBS doesn't have an option to try and capture child windows. That might be too weird. I think everybody does it different. So, all right. So it is what it is, and I'm just gonna do a new image. US comic style, I think, is the one I want. Use this template. See now. This is so complicated. Oh, interesting. I'm just trying to understand how they did this. I see they've got one layer for sketch, one layer for color, and one layer for ink. Are they suggesting, yeah, the ink would have to go on top because the coloring is underneath the ink. The ink is just another type of overlay on top of the coloring, right? And the sketch. So now, granted, I can make whatever. So what happens here? So the mask. Let me try this. I made some assumptions about how this template worked, but maybe my assumptions were wrong. So let's just go over here, right? and we'll just, whatever is in here, and I just want to see what this does, right? So if I'm in the sketch layer, and oh, look at that. That is freaking wild, man. That is freaking wild. Oh, holy shit. So, let's change it to blue, right? Yeah. All right. So I can do any kind of sketch layer I want. Oh, that. I like that. I didn't even try it before. I didn't even try it. So that's what it does. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, let me delete that. Oh, I'll just undo everything, right? Undo everything. So what do I want? Okay. I want a pencil. I just want a regular number 2 pencil. And which one is that? That's a large pencil. That is a pencil 2. I don't know what a pencil 2 is, but let's try it. Let's try it. And I do want to sketch in black. There we go. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really draw, so... So... Right? And he's gonna have a big honking nose, right? Oh, this is weird. This pencil's weird. Okay, you know what? I'm like so not used to drawing that I don't really know. Okay. And I'm just gonna name it Panel 1 Beer. Right. And I mean, I can draw them however big I want to. I can, you know what I mean? I can take those off and draw them full screen and then shrink it, right? I wonder if that would look better. I'm so used to the wheel scrolling that I don't know. So what is this guy like? Right, so maybe we've got a... Which shape do bears have? He's got kind of a round face. He does. He's like... He's got kind of a... Right? And he's kind of pointy, right? With a big old nose. And big old eyes. And he's got little round ears. I don't know what I'm doing, so maybe his neck is there. What is his... This is way... I'm way over scale here. Because that's got to be his body, right? And then what? He's got these 2 little stubby feet there, right? And if he's got a shoulder there and a shoulder there, and then he's going to have arms like that. Maybe he's got his hand on his hip. Maybe he's got his arm up there, you know, waving, you know? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing, right? So what's his feet look like? So he's got 4 big toes, right? Right? Yeah. That's terrible. That's terrible, right? So maybe his head is a little round. I don't know. his big old snout. Right. But he's going to have a bottom mouth too so we can see him talk, right? And if he's got his nose there, right, his nose has to be down there, right? Because he's got a big old snout. I don't know, right? How big are his eyes? Maybe his eyes have to be over here. Oh, that looks terrible. Maybe not. Maybe he's just too fat. Maybe he needs to be skinnier. I don't know. Right? His shoulders. I don't know. Alright. I'm going to think on it because I have to think about what this character looks like. All I can see in my head is Yogi Bear, so maybe I shouldn't be doing a bear. I don't think I should be doing a bear because if all I can imagine is Yogi, then I don't really have a character in mind. I kind of have like Yogi's cousin. Yeah, what would Yogi's cousin look like? His cousin from his cousin from Southie. No. Yogi Bear lived in Jellystone, and this guy lives in Upper Montana or Canada. Right, so he's like the northern cousin, so he's got to be a little bit heavier. He probably has to wear a vest, right? I'll bet he wears a vest. Because it's cold up there, he's got to wear something, right? Yeah, so maybe he's got a... I don't know, maybe he's got a... What does a vest look like? A vest is like that, right? And it's going to be open in the front, right? Should he still have a tie? Right. I have no idea. I don't draw. Alright, let's see if we can turn this into something. I have to take a break. I need to get something to eat. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's say 11:50. Is that too long? Because I think I might have to cook something. I don't have money for takeout, so... and I don't have the stomach for takeout anymore. Takeout has really wrecked my stomach. And if you don't know what that means... the ingredients that are often in takeout are so caustic to your stomach that after a decade, after a couple of years, right, I was doing pretty good until COVID hit. And then I just really kind of leaned on takeout, all right, to cope with it all. And that messed up my stomach. That did a number on my stomach. It really did. I can't eat garlic anymore. I can't eat onions anymore. There's a whole list of things that I can't have anymore because they just cause all kinds of stuff to happen. But that's one of the fun things of growing old. The other fun thing is being able to smoke weed. That's the other thing I need to do. I need to clean my bong, and I need to make something to eat. And I think the kittens are going to want to play in there too. Okay, that's too long, right? I got to break this up. So what's the most important thing right now? Food. I need something to eat, and I'll probably fill another joint. Got another box of these. Right. That's trash. Okay. Here's my other. Alright. Yeah, let me, I'm gonna go make something to eat. Give me 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Can I do that in 15 minutes? I think so. Maybe. I don't know. So let me, where's coffee break? There it is. I just want to, there should be a duplicate option, isn't there? Copy, paste, duplicate. There we go. I like having different text messages in here. What color says lunch? I don't know. I kind of like that color. Where did it go? Where did it go? I had like an orange color that I liked. Yeah, that looks good. What's the opposite of orange? Probably that. And that's gotta say food break. Okay, timer. Back at 11:45 a.m. Okay. Yep, I think that's good. So, food break. I'm gonna lock that down. The timer should just be right. Excuse me. All right. I will be back at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you then. Is that a salute? I don't know what that is. I think I saw it in what's the name of that comedy show from BBC with Lister and Rimma and Lista? Red Dwarf. I think I saw them on Red Dwarf. I don't know. All right, I'll be back. 15 minutes. Moons. Oh, I remember that. That was